It's been a while since actually despair have in a way felt exciting. I know, coming from me, a guy who's only drowning in despair and proclaims how much I hate it. For me to say that, I don't really know what to say. I mean, everything about this chapter goes against my principle. It was just something about this chapter that felt right, but at the same time, not. I guess that's what it means to do when you're telling a story. Despair is surrounding on both sides, and the only question is now is if what happens happens, then what? Well, either way, the Angry Anime fan and again the Despair reviewer to bring you chapter 558 of Kingdom. Um, and yeah, first of all, the Akko army is of course in disbelief and seeing that they managed to pull through their formation, as we see a silhouette of Riboku when doing that, or a face of him. Damn that Riboku. I wonder, is he gonna be invincible this entire manga? Because I really want him to be slain someday. Of course, all of them realizes that they must. Gunne, the old man from last time, said something about that they need to. The one who talked with the, you know, the old man of Gakue unit. Either way, says that they cannot retreat because if they do, the Gyukyu unit and the Hishin unit will be isolated by enemy attacks. But the thing is, if Akko really did die in that end, then don't that mean that the Shin army will all still be swarmed? Huh. I guess we'll see, will we? Either way, Akko decides to move ahead, despite the old one retainer saying that if the right wing were to collapse, everything will collapse. Because Akko proclaims he will take Banji's head because he's sick of looking at his face. Because to him, the one who is truly cautious is Guyun. So Gunne decides to aid by saying that although never exactly in the level of Akko, he decides to do everything he can to slay Guyun. And so they enter the battlefield, but we are also switched to Shin's army as they break through the first line, and Shin gracefully, well, not gracefully, but it's actually a good sight for him to see cut down those arrogant Gakue units. And he actually locks eyes with Gakue. As they see each other, their madness increases. And it's also pretty satisfying to see that Gyugyu unit is actually pretty far away from the Gakue unit. So they are unfortunately cut off, meaning that the only one who can kill Gakue here and now is Shin. And as they make a road for, as both team, well, as Boo, as more, well, as both units, the Gakue unit takes out the trash of the Hishin unit, the Hishin unit decides to take down the real trash while making way for Shin. Doing so, Gakue waits impatiently with mad eyes, saying that he's gonna skewer him through his brain. But Shin is, strangely enough, not charging immediately. Instead, he is actually breathing in and out and clenching his glaive very heavily. Are we saying that Shin is entering a very serious mode, or did something just crash in him? No, I think he's entering a serious mode. After all, wielding that glaive is not easy. And I think that when he fought Gyukyun, he actually realized that he could draw out the power of that glaive and himself a lot more if he, well, prepares himself. And now Shin is preparing himself. So please, slay Gakue. If there is any face I'm sick of seeing, it is him. And then we switch to the Despair unit as Akue and Banyaji are even, but that's not the worst part. Gune's unit is completely incapable of stopping Gyuyun as he slashes through the subordinates and eventually even slashes through Gune, who says in his dying words that Akue must run. Unfortunately, he cannot, and as Gyuyun approaches Akko, Banyaji still fights, meaning that they're both using their glaive at the same time. Unless Akko is some kind of agility man, I see him no way getting out of this. So yeah, this is the end of Akko, and with that, if this really is, or maybe I should say, if this really is the end of Akko, then, well, Osen has lost two of his arms, the left arm and the right arm, and with if he has lost them, then the question I begin to wonder is, now what? I mean, we still have the young commanders, and I still strongly believe that the only one who can bring victory to Qin China is the young commanders. But still, I don't know how Osen is gonna command them because they use their own styles. So yeah, this was a despair ending, and yet for some strange reason, it didn't feel like I didn't wallop in despair, nor did I feel like this chapter was necessarily bad. Maybe it was because I actually saw Shin getting ready to take Gaku's head, and that I always appreciate. But yeah, if Akko cannot escape this, what happens then? I mean, the fact that two glaives come at the same time, there's no way he can dodge that. So even if he did dodge that, what will happen then? Will, the will Banju get cut down? I mean, even if he did were to dodge those glaives, then he still wouldn't be able to get away from two powerful commanders at the same time. So this is Riboku's victory. And how the hell will Shin China bounce back from that? I may say that this chapter felt good despite the despair, but what I really want now is for the despair in the Shin China unit to stop! So we can finally have some hope again. Because Gyuyun, Banjiji, they need to be cut down now and immediately. That's basically this chapter. You give me your thoughts if you have any.